Hi everyone, this is Retro Nick with another video, and this is a tour of the Retro Station in Sutton Coldfield in the West Midlands, based in the UK. Now, if you don't know already, Retro Station is a shop that sells retro gaming items from the past and also the present. So if you're not too into retro gaming, you can usually find some Xbox 360, Wii, PS3, DS or PSP or anything along those lines. But it's also the main reason you go there is for the retro games, obviously. And Craig, who runs it, is a great guy, and he does amazing deals. And if you haven't gone down there already, shame on you. But it is well worth taking a visit, as I really love going down there. Now here's a little basket of plushies. So if you're into toys, you can usually find some relating to games of some type. Some great rare stuff usually found in these glass display cabinets which go around the front of the shop. Great to have a look in, so if you're just browsing, it's just a great way to display and store your games. I know, because I've got a display cabinet myself. Going around, you can just see there's some great games to choose from, great both loose or boxed or partly loose. You get the picture. Also some great memorabilia from certain game series such as Final Fantasy, playing cards or sword memorabilia, or just pretty much anything, even like underrated or underdog consoles such as a CDI there. And there's a spoon controller, or looks like a spoon anyway. So yeah, you can find some really great deals if you look on. If there's some figurines for Street Fighter, I believe, and there's some Nintendo 64 games. Now, if you want to pause the video anytime, feel free to do so you can take a closer look at these videos. This is in high definition, so you can see it all clearly. Some 7800 games there. Great if you're a Atari fan. Lots of Mega Drive games loose. Sorry, just to go another time, it doesn't sound that good. There's actually a rare Pokemon DSi down there, and here's a rare Donkey Kong Jr. tabletop, little mini arcade that goes for £80. Well, it actually goes a lot more than that on eBay and other sites to sell retro items. So that's a great deal for the box and the tabletop, you have to admit. The jewellery, I'm not going to spend too long on that. If you like jewellery, that's for you. Master System games and all accessories down there, you can just about see. Some Super Famicom games along there. I'll talk about that more in a minute. More Master System games. So if you're a Master System whore, sorry for my French, well, that's not a bad name of saying whore, but if you avoid saying that. Atari Jaguar games, I'm an Atari Jaguar collector, so if anyone has any, please let me know. NES games, boxed and unboxed, a lot of unboxed ones. Some Intellivision games, loose DS games. So even if you've got a small budget, you can usually find something there to tempt you. It's very rare to walk away with absolutely nothing. Now this cabinet here is dedicated to Japanese games, exclusive Japanese games, or games imported from Japan. Now Craig has told me that these games are imported regularly, so even if you miss out on, say, a Super Famicom version of Final Fantasy 4, 5 or 6, I'm sure you'll be able to order one for you, or if he orders in I believe the Japanese version of TurboGrafx, which is the PC engine, so he imports that quite a bit. So if you're into TurboGrafx, then there you go. Now some more Famicom games up here, loose, Final Fantasy 5 and 6 I believe. Plenty of Super Famicom box games in great condition. And in this last cabinet we have some American games from America, Type 5200 games, not very common to see, especially over in the UK. Some 32X games, more NES games. Now Craig has recently been over to Florida, and he managed to bring back a load of American games. So Obviously, if you're into import games such from America or NTSC games, you can certainly find yourself a great deal here. Really good. Now on the shelf unit here we have plenty of box games. There's a Sony logo at the top. Plenty of PlayStation 1 games, tons of them. So if you're a big PlayStation fan, you'll love this place. You're bound to find the title you're missing from your collection or one you want to try out. Fairly good deals on them, and you've got some Dreamcast games. A great system, really love it. Need to get more games for it. Some Master System games in the corner. We'll go on about that in a minute. Some Game Boy Advance games, I believe, and maybe a few Game Boy Colors. There are some normal Game Boy games as well. Sega Saturn games. Yep, I've got a few myself. Need to build up on the collection. And Nintendo 64 games boxed. And here's the Master System games. Quite a lot of Master System games. So again, if you're a Master System fanatic, yeah, that's the best word to use. And some little guides as well. And behind the counter, the wonderful counter where the money passes over, we have tons of controllers and accessories. Plus plenty of strategy guides, so if you're short of a controller or you need a spare one, then you're not too short of getting a controller. Usually you can find a rare controller or maybe just a common one. Some Super Mario figures there. Plenty of little key rings and little things to hang on. Memory cards in the corner. Now we take a look down here. We got a collection of loose cartridges. This is from the Nintendo 64. Some great prices here. I've got a couple. I tend to try and get them boxed nowadays. I did have them loose before, but it still is difficult to get them boxed. We all know how difficult it is to get boxed. So if you're not too picky about having box games, then this is definitely worth checking out. Loads of loose Game Boy games. Most common unboxed games in the world, I believe. Super Nintendo games. Some great titles to choose from. Common, rare, you name it. And move along. There's some Game Boy Advance games at the bottom. And we scroll up. Again, please pause the video at any time if you wish to take a closer look at certain prices. Oh, there's Craig there. Just see his hand. He's a bit camera shy. We have some Game Gear and more Game Boy Advance games. So obviously, look, if you've got a low budget, there's no excuse not to buy something there. At the front of the counter, we can see there's plenty of Sega Mega Drive games. Now, if you're a fanatic collector of Mega Drive games, such as Xfile278 on YouTube, check out his channel. He's got a fantastic collection of them. He's going for a full PAL Mega Drive collection. But if you're a casual collector, you can usually just browse through them. So if you're just looking for one to add to your collection because you think, that looks right. Or if you're trying to tick off the list of games you haven't got yet, then you can usually find yourself a copy for a very decent price. And I like the way they're displayed here. Very nice and very well organised. Makes good use of the space, I believe. I'm sure other people believe that as well. Some more Mega Drive games in there. And now we'll take a closer look at the shelves of the corner, which has even more Mega Drive games on the top and a GameCube. Below that we have a collection of PlayStation 2 games on one shelf unit. Tons of them, more than I've got. I'm getting close to the 100 PlayStation 2 games mark. I'm getting there, but it's doubtful I'll ever get the full collection. But enough about me. But there's tons of them, great common and a few rare titles or harder to get titles, and again very decent prices on these as well. And all down the bottom there's just a couple of Master System games or Mega Drive games corner, a Wii Fit board, handy. And we've got some GameCube games at the bottom of this shelf unit here. It didn't do too well, the console, in comparison with the other ones, but it's still good. UMD movies. It's a shame the format's sort of dead, but yeah, you can get some pretty cheap movies on the go. PSP games at the bottom there. DS games, some more PSP games in the corner, more DS games, and a couple of Wii games, well, a few Wii games actually, and some Xbox games, a few more Wii games, some great prices on the current gen games as well, and some more Xbox games, and that's a view of those. Now, to finish the tour off, we're going to have a look on the top of the units, the glass display cabinets, the arcade sticks, Namco one, pretty rare. You got the Mega Drive, Model 1 and Model 2, NES, classic, another Mega Drive, PlayStation 2, Xbox, and at the bottom we got a Donkey Kong handheld game. It's in great condition, and we'll look along the top. We have tons of box accessories and games and consoles, Mario Hat, Halo Legendary Edition. It's just and some posters behind. You can probably just barely see them. ZX Spectrum in the corner. TV showing off some gameplay footage from certain games, usually GameCube games. We have more accessories behind the counter and view box games. DJ Hero, Kirby on the top. Some sport game deals there. And there's just some great games, just great stuff around. So that pretty much concludes the tour of Retro Station, people. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed showing you all the wonders of Retro Station, and thank you very much to Craig, who allowed me to record and show shop around and giving me some amazing deals. So thanks again, people, and see you later. Goodbye.